I worked with Jim when I was in my mid-20s. Jim was very talented. He was also an unreasonable guy. In fact, Jim was one of the most unreasonable people I've ever known. He was demanding, self-centered, and dishonest. I didn't know how to deal with him. I took his outbursts and insults personally. I tried to reason with him. I would interrupt his outbursts. I tried to win arguments with him. I never won any. I got defensive. None of that worked. Now, many years later, I still occasionally encounter people like Jim. Maybe you do too. They're so unpredictable that techniques for dealing with them are also unpredictable. There are, however, some helpful rules you can follow when dealing with people who are irrational, unreasonable, or otherwise difficult. More details on that in a moment. Technical skills solve problems, but people skills build careers. Compassionate Geek online on-demand training teaches IT teams how to communicate with empathy, diffuse frustration, and create positive customer experiences. Better communication means fewer conflicts, happier users, and a more successful IT team. Give your team the skills they need on their schedule. Visit CompassionateGeek.com to get started today. There's a link to the course in the notes just right below. Now, here are 3 rules that matter more than anything else when you have to deal with someone who's unreasonable, irrational, or just generally difficult, assuming you can't just walk away. Rule number 1, stay calm. Unreasonable people thrive on reaction. They'll say or do things specifically to get an emotional response. Anger, defensiveness, or frustration. The moment you take the bait, you lose control of the interaction. So what to do instead? Stay calm and professional. Lower your voice. Slow your pace. And keep your tone even. That calm energy often disarms them. If you feel yourself getting angry, pause. Even a deep breath buys you space to respond instead of react. Taking a deep breath is almost always good advice in difficult situations. Rule number 2, separate emotion from information. Irrational people often bury a legitimate issue under layers of emotion. Your job is to sift through the noise to find the signal. Ask yourself, what's the actual problem here beneath the attitude or outburst? And here's a tip. Acknowledge emotion before tackling the issue. For example, I can hear you're frustrated. Let's see what we can do to fix this. That simple validation can often diffuse hostility and open the door to a productive discussion. Rule number 3, set clear boundaries and enforce them. You can be compassionate and assertive. Compassion doesn't mean tolerating abuse. Boundaries protect both you and the relationship. Here's what it looks like. Calmly state what's acceptable. I want to help, but I can't do that while you're yelling. If needed, disengage and revisit later. Let's take a break and pick this up in 10 minutes. Stick to facts, policies, and professional standards, not personal opinions or emotional debates. So, to sum it up, stay calm, listen for what's really being said, and protect your boundaries. Of course, there's much more to dealing with irrational or unreasonable people. These 3 simple rules, however, will help you maintain your sanity, your dignity, and your self-respect. Oh, and what happened to Jim? A few years after Jim and I worked together, he had a heart attack and died. When you submit yourself to stress and anger all the time like he did, that's what it does to your body. It's just not worth it. Have you found a successful technique for dealing with unreasonable people when you need to preserve the relationship? Leave a comment below. Be sure to press the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. Want more? You'll find tips and training on IT customer service, teamwork, and leadership at CompassionateGeek.com.